gig, like a
Whatever you think your first big performance was, or your most memorable, yeah.
Oh. I don't know why. I felt like my dad actually took me to play for this convention, and he took his keyboard. It was very simple, and we played duo for about an hour. But I think I was probably 12, and that's still probably my most memorable show. Yeah.
And how old were you?
That's
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I guess that's
My reward was McDonald's.
Oh.
I was like happy that I got
If you
McDonald's.
think about it, like if that performance never happened, do you think you would keep sticking with instruments, sticking with continue playing?
Probably, but that performance felt very special
Yeah.
for some reason. I don't know.
John, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, was it difficult that keeping up with Juilliard, such a prestigious school, and just your daily activities and just getting through being so pretty much what I asked is juggling other obligations in your school.
Yeah, well, at Juilliard, it has a nickname Jailliard for a reason.
Juilliard.
There was no other. It
Even
was.
in high school. I remember I played the alto saxophone in high school, and I never used to practice. I never practiced.
Yeah.
Because I think I wasn't as committed to music, and I just wanted to do everything else. Was it hard for you to play?
A little bit, but by high school I was pretty directed in what I wanted to do.
Right.
Oh, wow.
I wanted to play the saxophone, so I practiced at least 2 hours a night probably. My freshman, sophomore years, I tried to I had grown up in dance and gymnastics, so I was on the pom-pom team, and I did other things, but mainly I was in the jazz band and the concert band and kind of a band dork. And,
So you didn't
practiced a lot.
music?
Yeah, while you were.
I did, yeah. I did a lot of stuff other than music, but not as much.
Yeah.
And then the music took over because I made all the all-region bands and all-state, and, tri-state, whatever, all these honor bands, and then we would travel, and it was the ticket out of school. And then that kind of made me want to be a musician too, is seeing how much I would be able to travel.
Yeah.
Travel a lot as a musician?
Yeah.
And you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I love it. It's a great thing. Yeah, I just got off a 3-week tour with the guitar player and the bass player in this group. The three of us were in a 7-piece group together, and we went to 7 different cities in Europe.
Oh my gosh, that's so
In 3
exciting.
weeks. It was fun. Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Did they also pay for that trip?
Yeah, they pay for everything. They pay for airfare, accommodations, and then you get paid.
Oh,
Yeah, even better.
were your parents always supportive? Or
No.
Oh. From
But,
when did they stop and just let you do what
They were
you
really supportive until I said I want to be a jazz musician.
Okay.
And they were like, "You're ruining your life. You should be a concert pianist."
They're more focused on the classical area.
Or you should get a teaching degree and teach classical saxophone, something like that.
Yeah.
And I just said, I'm moving to New York, and they're like, well, we can't support that,
I mean, sounds like it was great to hear.
Huh?
They want to do what's best for you,
Yeah. They do. They were doing what was best, what they thought was
Are they
best.
happy with the way your profession is going now? Now that they see that you're successful with jazz?
Yeah, they love it. Yeah. That's good.
I think number 3. What do you think about the direction that music is going today? Overall, in general.
It's hard to tell. There's so much music out there that I don't even consider music. Stuff that's just that you hear in stores and you walk in and
What is this?
what is this? It doesn't make me feel any anything.
Right.
It doesn't make me imagine anything. It doesn't move me. When you go to an art gallery, do you want to look at like printouts from a word processor, or do you want to see art? You know, and of course there could be in between. I like things, you know, that I can dance to and have a good time, but still, the bands that were popular before, like Stevie Wonder or Earth, Wind and Fire, and all those bands, Michael Jackson even, are so great because their music was great. There's components that make up that music that make it advanced, even though it's fun.
Yeah.
And now today it's just some track, and like, you know, the very few artists are actually
One hits. Yeah.
one hits.
What
Yeah.
would you say like you're trying to convey to your audience? Like, what are you trying to speak through your music?
I'm trying to convey stories and experiences. With the original music coming up, each song is a story, you know, and with my expanded band, which we can't afford to play here tonight, but when, you know, the venue can pay more, I have a vocalist that has lyrics sung like over the music, and just really make people think or feel something, or, you know, at least come away with something that's emotional. That's all I'm trying to do.
Do you want to ask?
I was actually just gonna ask you, like, how do you think that like the music making like procedure happens? Like, do you have a story you want to tell first, and then you come up with like the notes? You know, like, do you just play around like you and the other band members?
It can be all of those things.
Yeah.
I have songs where I had like something happen, and then I just heard something and started writing it. And it came out of that experience. There's been other times I've just been messing around and went, oh wow, that's cool. And then I knew what it's about internally, but I didn't know that I was, sometimes it can show me what I'm feeling before I even know it. So it's, you know, yeah.
So what would you say music means to you? Like what does it mean?
To me, it's life. It's everything. It's life. It's love. It's everything. You know, human connection. It's human interaction. It's, to me, it's like an earthy thing. A lot of times electric instruments can take out the earthiness of it, because a lot of times I play with just piano and the double bass, and that's a real earthy sound. But I think it's supposed to bring people together and make you human. You know, it's life.
I guess like the last question I have one. So the last question is, what can we see? Like, where do you think your career would I guess end up? Like, do you plan to keep doing this, or like maybe taking it elsewhere? Like maybe your parents suggested like going to teaching. I think do you do teaching right now?
Some, yeah.
Right? Yeah. So like, where can we see you in maybe like 5-10 years?
Well, now the way it is, most professional musicians can teach at university and get leaves to go on whatever tours they want to go on, and so that would be nice for the bank account. But if I don't do that, then I'll just keep playing and writing, touring, putting out records. You know.
Teach at Rutgers.
Yeah, I
We would
would
love to take this course.
Just tell them I want Sharel teacher. You know. But yeah, if I can get hired somewhere, I will. But I don't try hard enough yet. I'm too into the music making part of it.
You're still enjoying the traveling and everything else.
Yeah.
There's a lot of joy.
Yeah. So, you know.
I mean, not a lot of people get to follow their passion like that.
Yeah, not, you know, and have like people that support you and like really look out for you.
Right.
It's hard.
It's great, but it's also a job like any other job, you know. And I work really hard, you know, for like much less payoff. But the payoff is that you're free and you get to do what you want and see the world.
At least you like wake up and you're like, hey, at least I like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's the point in life.
Yeah.
I think if all of us could find that, the world would be a great place, you know. But
Thank you
I'm
so
gonna
much.
thank you guys. It's
Thank
nice
you so
talking
much
to
for
you.
your time.
Really appreciate having your time. Like, we know you squeezed this in today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.